Right, making shark leader using 400-pound number 19 Malin hardwire. Triple fish, 400-pound shock leader. We're gonna do about 22 foot on this one, and about 3 foot on the 400-pound number 19 wire. I'm gonna start with the hook, about 4 or 5 inches down, about right there. Do your loop. Then we'll start doing the hay wires, but I'm gonna grab this with the pliers, nice and tight. And then create your first loop, get it real tight, straight up and down right here, and then follow that for about 3 or 4 times around. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's do one more for good measure. There. Start the barrel rolls. 2. Get them nice close to each other, no spaces in between. You basically just want to try wrapping it right on top of the next one. So you get a couple good barrels in there. That's good. Bend it back and forth. That way it doesn't get caught on any of your braid and get a mess going on. Eventually fray up your stuff if possible. But just keep bending this back and forth until it snaps like that. So now you got your nice hay wire, bunch of good barrels in there. Nothing's ever gonna slip on that. So there's the beginning to the shark rig. Go to the other side. Got the 400-pound or 750-pound size 4/0 swivels. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. About 4 or 5 inches down. Here, get your loop. Hold it real tight with your pliers. Go straight up and down. Better grip. Straight up and down. Then twist around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's good for the hay wire. And then start your barrel rolls. One around. Oof. Bend her back and forth. There you go. Nice little hay wire to a good barrel twist. And move on to the shock leader. So I already cut off about 25 foot of 400. Start with the swivel side. So gonna put 2 year crimps on first. 1, 2. This is the fun part. Put it through the swivel. Gonna create a big loop. Gonna go under through once, under through twice, under through 3 times, and then you're going to put it back through the swivel. And then you're going to take that tag end, you're going to cinch everything down, leaving about 6 inches, 7 inches of tag line. So you're gonna want to, we're gonna double this up with the crimps. Let's pull this down nice and tight, just like that. We're gonna get our first crimp, and we're gonna put that through there. This one is just gonna keep the knot right where we want it to be, at the right length, through here. Put that real close to that knot. And then for crimping, this is a size 2mm, so the 2mm for the 400, just want to match that. So if you see that crease, you never want to crimp it like that. You always want to crimp it to the side, so that way it pinches the line together. Make sure it's nice and even right here, nice and even right here, right in the middle. Then give it a hard pinch so you get it set right. Just like that. Crimp nice and tight. Perfect. So it's exactly what we want. We don't really even need another, but this is what I'm going to do now, is just to double it up. So I like to grab a little screw on a table right here. Grab my crimp that fell down. We're gonna wrap this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. One more, 6 times. Take your crimp, put it back through the hole, cinch that knot real tight. Make sure this doesn't slip. If you let this go, it'll just unwind everything like that. So pull that nice and close right there. So we got a good little twist here, give you a little bit more tension, or take away the tension from your other line. Bring that right in the middle right here. Make sure it's even on the crimper, and then squeeze down. So nice and tight, just like that. Gonna tag at the end and put the last swivel on. So we've got a nice crimp here, nice crimp here. If this one fails, still have this one, but I've never had any of them go loose on me. So nice and tight here. Go to the end of our leader, and then we're gonna put our mainline swivel on. Gonna do the same thing. Turn this around. Put our 2 crimps on. Put it through the swivel. Remember, big loop, just like this. Go over, through, 1, 2, 3, and then take your tag end, put it through the swivel loop that you started on, go around the loop, and then pull it nice and tight, and it'll create that little knot right around the swivel. Nice and tight. Take our first crimp, cinch it real tight to that knot. Right in the middle here. Make sure it's even on there. And give it a hard crimp down. Nice and tight. Squeezed here so it pinches the line in the middle. Nice and tight. Do the same thing for this. Put it on the screw. Gonna wrap it over once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull it nice and tight. Put it through the last crimp. Nice and tight, just like that. Pull it real tight. Put it crimp on. Nice and even in the middle there. Nice and even there. And crimp down. Perfect. Trim up the ends. You get her in crimp. This will tie to your main line. Got 25 foot of your shock leader down to your other double crimp for the mono, down to your actual shark rig itself, to the 400-pound mainland wire, to our 16-knot hook, and that's a perfect shark rig. Now what I like to do too, take this barb and crush this down with the pliers or something that you got. This way it's going to be easier to hook the fish and also to release the fish. You just have to keep constant pressure on the fish. Can't give them anything. Run the finger over, make sure it doesn't get caught. Good to go. 16-knot to 400-pound, number 19 wire to 400-pound, 2mm mono. First shock line. Perfect shark rig. There you go. Good luck.